information, usually formatted in a special way. Research data is data that is collected, observed, or created for purpose of analysis to produce original research results. Importance of data. Data analysis is very important as it provides an explanation of various concepts, theories, frameworks, and methods used to eventually help in arriving at conclusions and providing hypotheses. Data analysis helps in structuring the findings from different sources of data. Data analysis is very helpful in breaking a macro problem into micro parts. Data analysis acts like a filter when it comes to acquiring my meaningful insight out of huge data set. Data analysis helps in keeping human bias away from the research conclusion with the help of proper statistical treatment. Types of data. There are two types of data: primary data, secondary data. Primary data is original research that is obtained through first-hand investigation by means of surveys, observation, and experimentation. It's real-time data which are collected by the researcher himself. Collection of primary data. Primary data is collected in the course of doing experimental or descriptive research by doing experiments, performing surveys, or by observation or direct communication with respondents. Several methods for collecting primary data are observation method, interview method, questionnaire, schedules, projective techniques. Observation. It is commonly used in studies relating to behavioral science. Under this method, observation becomes a scientific tool and the method of data collection of the researcher when it serves a formulated research purpose and is systematically planned and subjected to check and controls. Structured and unstructured, participant, non-participant, and discussive observation, controlled and uncontrolled. Interview method. This method of collecting data involves preparation of oral verbal stimuli and replay in terms of oral verbal responses. It can be achieved by two ways: personal interview and telephonic interview. Personal interview, it requires a person known as interviewer to ask questions centrally in face-to-face contact with other person. It can be direct personal investigation, indirect oral examination, structured interviews, unstructured interviews, focused interviews, clinical interviews, and non-directive interview. Telephonic interviews, it requires the interviewer to collect information by contacting respondents on telephone and asking questions or opinions orally. Questionnaire. In this method, a questionnaire is sent to the concerned respondents who are expected to read, understand, and reply on their own and return. The questionnaire consists of a number of questions printed on type in a definite order on a form on sets of forms. Essentials of a good questionnaire should be short and simple. Questionnaire should proceed in a logical sequence. Adequate space for answer must be provided. Brief directions with regard to filling up of questionnaire must be provided. The physical appearance, quality of paper, color, etc. must be good to attract the attention of the respondent. Schedules. This method of data collection is similar to questionnaire method with the difference that schedules are being filled by the enumerations specially appointed for the purpose. Enumerations explain the aims and objects of the investigation and many may remove any misunderstanding and help the respondents to record answer. Enumeration should be well trained to perform their job. He or she should be honest, hardworking, and patient. This type of data is helpful in extensive inquiries, however, it is very expensive. Secondary data refers to data that was collected by someone other than user. Common sources of secondary data for social science include censuses, information collected by the government departments, organizational records, and data that was originally collected for other research purposes. Collection of secondary data. Research can obtain secondary data from various sources. Secondary data may either be published data or unpublished data. Published data are available in publication of government, technical, and trade journals, reports of various business and banks, etc., and public records, statistical or historical documents. Unpublished data may be found in letters, diaries, unpublished biographies, or work. Before using secondary data, it must be checked for the following characteristics: reliability of the data. Suitability of the data and adequacy. Adequacy is the data is considered inadequate if the level of accuracy achieved in data is found inadequate, or if they are related to an area which may be either narrower or wider than the area of present inquiry. Thank you.